Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of AngularAir. I am your host, Justin Schwarzenberger, and today we have another TIL episode for you. I believe this is TIL episode number 4. So a lot of TILs lately, racking those things up. So I don't know, whatever. Everybody's looking at me like, what the heck? Well, let's say hi to our panelist who we got here today to join us and drop some knowledge. Austin, what's going on, Austin?
How's it going, everyone? I'm really excited to present some cool stuff you probably don't know.
Right. We got Bonnie with us. Bonnie, how's it going? We've missed you,
It's,
Bonnie. It's been a little bit.
I know. I haven't been on in a couple weeks. It's been crazy. Life gets in the way, but I'm really happy to be here. And you guys are so fun. And I missed you guys too. I'm glad to be here.
Nice. Well, we're happy to have you back. So
Thank you.
just stay around, We got Mike with us as well. Mike, what's going on?
Oh, I thought I was muted. Hey, I was getting ready to unmute myself, and I was like, oh, hey, you could have just heard anything I was grumbling about. Hi, Justin. I'm good.
Great. You can say hi to our viewers as well, too, if you like.
Hi, viewers. I'm about to drop some already knowledge, meaning stuff you already know, or at least have heard about.
Perfect. We're going to have to, we're gonna have to do some outtakes at some point. The ngAir, we were having mute battles here before we started the show, and it was getting pretty crazy. So,
Wait a minute.
If you guys could see us right before Justin goes live, and he's trying to get everybody to like behave and be serious for a minute, so we can like try to be. It's great. It's hilarious.
I'm a little bit confused though. I thought this entire show was the outtakes. Am I wrong there?
Good. Like, I have no control over this show. It's just crazy, right? Like, yeah, we get like a minute before I'm right about to push the go live button, and man, it is stressful. I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's crazy.
Panelists, can you please focus? Yeah, that's Justin.
Yeah,
every day.
That'd be me. All right, so TIL episode. Maybe we could talk a little bit about what is the TIL episode. Right? What are we doing here? So
yeah, I still don't know what TIL stands for. Can you enlighten me?
So if I Google it, acronym for Today I Learned, which is kind of odd because I don't think we learned this stuff today, but I guess our viewers are learning it today. So maybe that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe we need a different title for it. I don't know. But Today I Learned, so it's kind of us coming together with some things that we came about, learned, saw, thought was interesting, thought that the viewers could benefit from, kind of being enlightened by, and then we just kind of show that stuff. Yeah. How do panelists, how do you like it? Do you enjoy doing this sort of deal or what?
I kind of find it a little bit difficult at times because I don't learn a whole lot. At least not.
Yeah, I know everything's difficult for you, right, Brocky?
You guys are so
kind
mean
of something
today.
Bonnie was talking about before the show started. No, I have trouble finding Angular content because while I am part of the Angular community, I don't write too many Angular applications anymore. At least I haven't in a while. So trying to find interesting things that are CLI related to show on episodes like this. But I love hearing and love learning and keeping up. So I'm excited to see what everybody else has to show today.
Yeah, I think that's one of the challenges, right, of trying to come up with, especially now we're kind of episode number 4 of TILs. We're going to have more like coming up with what is something that you could show a little bit. We usually come up with like 2 things per person and show those things. And like, what is something that's maybe unique? We were talking about this before the episode, Bonnie and I, about one of the things I tend to do is I start thinking about, do I need to come up with something like real witty and crazy and like something that people haven't seen? But I don't think it's about that, right? I think it's about stuff that even the simplest of things that we can do in Angular, maybe people haven't come across them or haven't used them yet. And those make for great TILs and stuff like that. Am I the only one that agrees on that? Anybody else think?
No, we're just muted. We're trying to behave ourselves like you told us to, Justin.
No, feel free. This is the part of the episode where you can kind of,
Justin, I made my content up 30 minutes before the show, so I don't know about you.
I just want everyone watching to know that Mike randomly mutes us because he's really mean. And every time somebody says something Mike doesn't like, he just mutes us. And you see this Mike.
Yep, she got muted. See, the thing about comedy, it's all about the timing. It's all timing.
I'm pretty sure we, I don't know. It's just like we haven't seen each other in a long time, so we all get back together.
Oh my goodness.
That's a wrap. All right.
I missed you guys.
Yeah, this is yeah, it's crazy. So we talked about some challenges, but what is there anything that we could think of as maybe could be the future of TILs? Do we need to do something different? How's it been? You know, do we maybe need to, I don't know, like start taking requests or maybe ask for people out there in the audience that want to come on as a panelist for a future TIL show and show some stuff? I don't know.
Yeah, let's hear from the audience on what they want to hear about, right? Like, that would be awesome for like future episodes, guys. Like, you know, you're watching this, you're wondering about something that, you know, Justin probably like does every day, and he can just drop some knowledge on you. So let us know. Like, reach out on Twitter. Justin's Instagram is.
You know what? Maybe we should do an Ask AngularAir. We should have like a hashtag on Twitter, Ask AngularAir, and then we'll have a whole episode. Well, first we have to like look through the questions and figure out the answers, and then we'll go through and answer a bunch of questions.
Only Angular related questions though. So if you ask like why Brocky always says that he's a piece of broccoli, yeah, we're not going to answer those. Only Angular ones.
I don't know. I think those Brocky questions are the best questions.
I think you're probably alone in that.
I actually had something legitimate to add to the conversation. So
Mute.
I think that not just doing TIL, but maybe TID of maybe like things I did. That's not so much just something random that you learn, but maybe something cool that you implemented that others could get a benefit out of. Would be pretty cool. Little quick demos or something you did. Although, I mean, that's how I treat
CLI. Okay. How are we supposed to compete with that, Mike? I mean, come on.
So kind of like more than just a little tidbit, but a little more of a in detailed example or something.
Yeah, maybe if you build an interesting component or the way that you are piecing things together or a library that you built or something else. I mean, I guess that kind of is the format of the rest of our shows when somebody comes on and shows us that. But even but a smaller chunk. So not just, hey, look, here's Angular material, but hey, look, I built this one little thing. So I would liken that to like lightning talks.
I think that's a good point right there. Like maybe have like a lightning talk episode, right? It's like in between the actual episodes and the TIL episodes. We've got lightning talk episodes, right? That'd be cool.
Yeah. And I like to appreciate everybody who's watching this currently live or in the future who is just paying attention to how we're exactly going to plan out future episodes. So thanks for tuning in for that.
Right.
You didn't tell them we don't have any future episodes planned yet, did you?
Yeah. What did it? Are we sunsetting it today? Is this it? We reached our limit? Like it's crazy that we're gonna.
This is episode 150.
Last time. We're gonna hit the nice button one last time. That's gonna be it.
We should probably get like started. We have 19 people watching, and we're obligated to like give them some good content. And we have Sasoft all the way from Pakistan, which is pretty exciting. So I just want to give a shout out.
Way to keep us on track, Bonnie. Good. Thank you. It's great to have you back.
Awesome. On behalf of all of us here, we're sorry to have wasted the first 11 minutes of the show.
All right. So, Brocky, you want to start us off?
No. That's all right. All right. I only have one thing to show. I've been busy with other things that I haven't been able to come up with content. So everybody see my screen? Everybody can read what's going on?
Yeah. Can you bump it up a little bit? Let me focus on you two. There we go. Here we go. Boom.
All right, let's do this. We'll bump it up even more. Just bump this down to 1.7. Leave that up. Is that good?
Hey, I didn't know you could do that. Today I learned.
VS Code, zoom in.
Yeah, what's the shortcut for that in VS Code?
Command plus?
Command comma brings up your user settings, and just set window.zoom level, and you can change it to whatever you want. So I can change this down to 0.
Or you could just click Command plus.
Yeah, you could, but it's not consistent. It also doesn't zoom the rest of your IDE. So this is good, really good for if you're giving presentations. And then I just comment it out when I go back to how I typically work. All right, so what I have here is just a brand new CLI project created with 1.7, and you can see Angular 5.2.6, different versions here of TypeScript and Webpack and what have you. The command that I want to show is CLI base, go figure. Where did my prompt go? All right, let's close that and trash that one, and we'll get a new one. Do I not have a prompt? Hey, look at that. Perfect. All right, so all I'm going to do is run a new command. So everybody's familiar with generate or build or serve. But there's a new one in version 1.7 called ngupdate. And we're going to run that, and it's going to actually run through and do an npm install. But what it's doing is looking at my package.json. You can see it updated that to say, hey, what's out of date and what could we update within your library to see what's out of date and bring it up to current versions. So I'm going to go over to the Git tab here and load that up and see exactly what changed. See here that the version that I have here is 5.2.0, and what it's going to do is it's going to actually pin it to the latest current version out on NPM. So while it did already pull down 5.2.6, if your version was previously 4.2 or anything else, it'll update that for all of your Angular libraries. It'll update zone.js, the CLI itself, the compiler, the Angular libraries, as well as TypeScript. And it will also update, I think that was all. But for right now, that's what it will update, and we'll see if it finished up. We can see that we have updated all those libraries in here.
So it's just going to update the Angular related stuff?
For now, the idea is that it'll be made available so that you can update other things as well. Not just Angular, but if you have a package that you have written and deployed, that you can update those through this command as well.
Does it update my APIs, right? Like if something's deprecated, is it going to like crawl my app and update to like all the latest APIs and everything for me?
So this is the first iteration, and what it's doing is it's just bumping the version numbers. We're coming up with a mechanism to be able to evaluate your code through the AST, the abstract syntax tree, to be able to inspect your application to see what may be out of date, what breaking changes may have happened between your current version and the new version, to be able to apply those updates to bring your whole application up to the latest version, fixing any breaking changes along the way.
When can our viewers expect that?
In the future.